Hi everyone, Kieran Brown here, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be taking you through 6 habits that I believe every skinny fat man should build to improve his physiques. And these are the exact things that I did last year to lose 18 pounds in 10 weeks. So let's get into it. Number 1 is strength training to build muscle. Now, when you're skinny fat and that means you don't have too much muscle, but you've got a little bit of fat, you don't really have visible abs. We're going to eventually need to build some muscle, because if you're skinny fat and you don't build muscle and you just lose the fat, then you'll just be skinny. So I would sign up to a gym if you haven't already. Find a 3-day a week strength program online. You can do more days if you like, but the key thing is consistency before intensity. For me personally, I finally got consistent in the gym a couple years ago. Once I lowered that bar to 3 1-hour sessions per week, and then once I built the consistency, then I was able to increase the length of the sessions and the sets per week, the number of times I went every week. So consistency before intensity. And I literally just Googled 3-day a week strength program, and this is what popped up. Even if this looks like too much, you can even cut some of these exercises. When I first started, I was doing 4 or 5 exercises per session, 3 times a week. And then again, once you build the habit, then start adding some more in. Second is 10K steps. In my opinion, no other cardio is necessary. And if you prefer something else, like if you play a sport or do martial arts, something like that, or running, then go for it. Just as long as you can stick to it, that's the main thing. If you're not sure how many steps you do in a day now, you can look on your phone. On iPhone, there's a health app which tracks your steps so long as you have your phone on you. So just take that number and minus it from 10,000, and that's the extra steps that you need to do in a day. For me, when I was working a office job, I was only doing probably 2,000 to 3,000 per day, because I was just sat down for pretty much the whole day. So I needed to do an extra 7,000 or 8,000 steps, and that took around an hour. Third, eat like a dog. Pretty much every person who's in shape that I look up to does this. They just eat very similar things every day. They've just got it dialed in, and you probably eat very similar meals each day anyway. And it's just a case of changing your defaults. So for a period before I started learning about nutrition and was into fitness, one of my common lunches was beans on toast. And I know as a kid, growing up, I'd always have cereal, Weetabix and stuff like that. And they were my defaults. And then once I learned a bit more about nutrition and seeking knowledge from others who were in the position that I wanted to be in, started learning what they ate and just implemented that for myself. And that's when I started seeing results. Fourth, daily weigh-in. Buy some body composition scales, if not just normal scales at minimum. I'll link the ones that I have in the description. They're only 20 quid, less than $30. And record the data and average it out week by week on either notes on your phone. Google Sheets is what I use, Excel, or just on paper if you prefer. But we just want to track the data to actually see what progress we're making, and also to help keep us motivated. 5 specific goals. In my opinion, you can have yearly goals or even quarterly goals, but I think for the most part they're too far into the future, and they sort of take off the immediate responsibility. So I like to break it down into smaller time frames, like daily or weekly. So a good example of this is if you're trying to lean down 1% of body weight per week. Just keep doing that until you get to around 10% body fat, or you have visible abs, or you're at a body fat percentage that you're happy with. Or if you're going the other way and you're trying to build some lean muscle, then around 1/4 to 1/2 kilo per week. So maybe you're within the first 2 years of training, for example, then this should be a pretty good target. And just keep doing that until you get to around 20% body fat, or whenever you feel like you're getting a bit too soft. And if you haven't trained before and you're kind of in the skinny fat range, then it is possible to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. But I would focus on just like one of these. And finally, 6, meal prepping. So there's this concept called economies of scale, and this is taken from the business world, whereby if you are trying to make one of an item, for example, this lava lamp here, if I went out and just tried to make one, it would be quite a faff, like trying to source everything. And whereas the company who made this, they'll be making like thousands, if not like tens of thousands of these, and they've got the systems like all set up, and they can save on like all the fixed costs and things like that. And it's similar for meal prepping, whereby if you just meal prep a bunch at the same time, rather than each day trying to come up with a new recipe, having to buy all the different ingredients, if you just set up one breakfast, one lunch, one dinner, and just run with it, then you can basically save on time and money, and also like your brain power. You have to make less decisions. So cooking 4 meals or even a week's worth of meals at once, you make use of this like economies of scale. And it's also guaranteed to hit your macros as well, which at the end of the day with the strength training is how we're going to move the needle. So in summary, to fix the skinny fat problem, the 6 habits that I personally used was strength training at least 3 times a week, 10k steps per day, eat like a dog, same meals every day, weighing in every day, have specific numerical goals that are broken down into daily and weekly targets. And you can have like your quarterly or yearly targets as well. But I think the smaller targets are more motivating personally. And then lastly is meal prepping. Just saves time and money and helps you to fit your macros more easily. So if you want some one-to-one coaching to help you with your body transformation in 2025, then click the first link in the description and we can have a chat about it. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.